Welcome to my channel, presenting by Talk Recap Movies. Let's start a review. Imagine what would happen if you discovered a treasure that's over 1,000 years old. But this treasure isn't hidden just anywhere. It's buried beneath the most dangerous jail in the city. Now, picture yourself somehow getting into the prison, but with all that gold, how would you escape? To find out, watch the video till the end. This story begins with a man named Jang, who is a writer. He writes different types of stories and has a dream of turning his stories into films. However, making a film requires a lot of money, and Jang doesn't even have a penny to his name. The next day, Jang went to meet the producer he worked for. When he arrived at the office, he saw that the producer was beating up another writer because he hadn't finished his story on time. This terrified Jang because his own story was still unfinished. But before the producer could turn on him, Jang admitted his mistake and asked for a month to complete the story. Instead, the producer gave him just 4 days. If he didn't finish the story within that time, he would have to pay back all the money. Heavy-hearted, Jang went home and began working on the story. Despite tearing up many pages, he couldn't come up with anything worthwhile. Frustrated, Jang started drinking beer to clear his mind. That's when he noticed a box that had been left behind by his grandfather before he passed away. Inside the box, Jang found a letter written by his grandfather specifically for him. Since Jang had drunk a lot, he dozed off while reading the letter. In his dream, Jang saw his grandfather telling him about a hidden treasure. His grandfather revealed that he had buried millions of dollars worth of gold under their ancestral home, but he couldn't retrieve it before he died because the government demolished the house and built a jail on top of it. When Jang woke up, he found a map of their old house and a gold bar inside the box. Upon comparing the map with the layout of the jail, Jang was shocked to discover that both maps were identical. Determined, Jang decided to get inside the jail and retrieve his family's treasure. To get arrested, he stole a neighbor's laptop and threw it out the window, getting himself imprisoned. Inside the jail, he saw many prisoners celebrating the birthday of a man named Crab. Soon, Crab approached Jang and introduced himself, mentioning that he once had a friend named Jang, and so he decided to protect this Jang as well. Later, Jang went to a banyan tree inside the prison because the map indicated that a well near the tree held the gold. There, another inmate, Uncle Lee, told him about the two gangs in the jail. One gang was led by Crab, which maintained peace and protected their members, while the other gang, led by Brother Tiger, was notorious for their brutality. Uncle Lee warned Jang to avoid Tiger's gang but to prepare for a confrontation with the warden. Before long, Tiger's gang captured all the new prisoners, forcing them to join his gang. Refusing meant suffering severe consequences. Jang had no choice but to join Tiger's gang, and as part of the initiation, they had to drink tea spitting by Tiger. However, Crab and his gang saved Jang at the last moment. Crab informed Tiger that Jang was under his protection, and Tiger could not force him. Furious, Tiger swore revenge. That evening, Tiger tried to humiliate Jang by adding cockroaches to his food, but Crab intervened, and a fierce fight broke out between the two gangs. The next day, Jang was assigned the task of cleaning the jail. During this time, he tried to find a well but had no luck. He then discovered that the jail had been rebuilt recently, and the new plans were kept in the file room. While searching for the map, Tiger and his gang ambushed Jang. Later, Crab came to Jang's aid, but Tiger gave him an ultimatum: to drink the tea or face dire consequences. Crab, having no choice, drank the tea to protect his friend. In the chaos that followed, Jang realized that Crab had always been a true friend, as Jang shared his purpose of coming to Jayla to find the gold buried by his ancestors. Crab promised to help him. They devised a plan to steal the map from the file room, which revealed a well under the laundry room. They planned to break through the wall and retrieve the treasure. With some quick thinking and stealing a guard's uniform, they managed to access the file room and uncover the map. They located the well, but it was behind a thick wall. Using hammers, they broke through the wall, and Jang rushed inside to find the gold. However, despite hours of searching, he couldn't find it. Just as he was about to give up, Crab noticed a hidden compartment in the wall, revealing the gold bars. Jang, overwhelmed, tried to give Crab a share, but Crab refused, stating that the gold rightfully belonged to Jang and his ancestors. Now with the treasure, they devised a plan to smuggle the gold out using the laundry machines, which would be sent outside the prison. They planned to retrieve the gold when the laundry machines were sent out on the 22nd, but as the date approached, Tiger attacked them, and in the midst of the fight, Jang accidentally hid the gold in acid barrels to avoid detection, knowing the gold wouldn't be harmed by the dust. The next morning, Tiger attacked again, and during the ensuing chaos, the gold fell into Tiger's hands. However, Jang and Crab managed to hide it again before the guards arrived. Jang and Crab both lied to the guards, stating that Jang had slipped and that Tiger was helping him. Soon after, Crab learned that his daughter had fallen seriously ill and was in NICU. Heartbroken, he joined Jang in his plan, not for the gold, but to escape the prison and reunite with his daughter. Jang, seeing Crab's selflessness, agreed to work with him. After some planning, they decided to escape during the jail's anniversary party, where they would create a diversion and escape through a tunnel leading to the sea. When the party arrived, they detonated balloons filled with propane gas, causing an explosion and creating confusion. They used this to reach the tunnel, but Jang was injured during the escape. Despite the injury, they pressed on. Eventually, they reached the end of the tunnel, only to find a large wall separating them from the sea. As they blew up the wall, Tiger arrived and tried to take the gold. But just as he was about to kill Crab, Jang stepped in and offered the gold in exchange for Crab's life. Tiger ignored Jang and threw Crab into the sea, but Crab managed to grab a rope. In a final twist, Crab pulled Tiger into the sea with him, and the gold was lost. Jang, realizing that Crab had been a true friend, pulled him to safety. Later, when the guards arrived, they surrendered, and the authorities discovered that Crab's daughter had survived surgery. The gold, lost in the sea, was eventually found, and Jang was declared its rightful owner. With the treasure secured, Jang was finally able to pay off his debts and pursue his dream of making films. This story shows the power of friendship, loyalty, and determination. I hope you enjoyed this story. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel.